Hey, what's up, guys? It's your favorite people again, back with you again to give you guys a little bit of the daily crypto news. Um, we're just going to jump right into it today. As you guys know, I'm one of the admins over here at BigONE as well at Asia Blockcast. And lately, we've been seeing the market kind of go like a little bit on a downtrend. It was a little bit of fear, and we're starting to see the bounce back, and people are starting to fight with the bears a little bit. So it's been kind of interesting. But before we jump into the news today, I'm going to let Scott tell you a little bit about himself, and then we'll get started.
Hey, Scott with BigONE as well as Blockcast. Happy to be here. I do all the social media side of things, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the fun stuff. So happy to be here and excited for another day.
Oh, yeah. So we're just going to jump right into it. We've been seeing a lot of things come up about CRO lately in crypto.com. We know that they have the easy pay system with Visa already integrated into their protocol. So, you can have a Visa card and easily spend your crypto. And they also recently purchased the LA Lakers arena, so they'll be sponsoring the arena, obviously. And then today, some news came out that they're actually going to partner with the LA Angel City football team. So that's or the football club. So that's going to be the soccer team. I think it's going to be pretty cool to see them partner with another partner in sports, and it's going to be the soccer team. It said, given this speed, which Web 3.0 and cryptocurrency is changing the world, we want to ensure that women are being brought along on the journey as well. So that came straight from Julie Ehrman. So the football team is actually an all-female football team. So they're going to be offering some NFTs, and they have other partnerships with the Lakers, as well as it's been talks that they're has some deals working out with the Los Angeles Kings, which is the hockey team. So good to see these big exchanges getting involved with the big sports. I think it'll make for some good gambling in the future.
Yeah, no doubt. In my first article, I'm going to go right to the good one. Software company expands to provide crypto ATMs and debit cards worldwide. Cryptocurrency ATMs offer people the convenience of either physically cashing out their crypto or in some cases buying right off their street. The spread represents a growing interest in and acceptance of cryptocurrencies. However, despite their growth, most of these ATMs operate in a way that goes against some of the core principles of the underlying blockchain technology, which is it's an anti-privacy by design. But this Velorex is a European-based technology company that provides both hardware and software solutions for decentralized finance, DeFi, through more familiar tools such as ATMs and debit cards. It hopes spread the growth and awareness of cryptocurrencies. And this Velorex is on the BSC blockchain. So I'm super interested in this. It actually will be working off of decentralized exchanges such as PancakeSwap and it had in brackets Cake. This approach also differs from more traditional master wallet models used by financial institutions. So this is more of a decentralized approach to cryptocurrency, which in all honesty, a lot of people are not going to be against that. They're more going to be for it. So I'm definitely going to be looking into this in the near future.
Yeah, and it sounds like
financial advice.
Always. But it sounds like they're going to be releasing something here in the next couple of days. So that's pretty exciting. And they're going to make it so are they going to have a card that you could actually spend?
Yeah, I think they're going to have a debit card and they're going to have the ATMs as well. So.
Oh, wow. So that's going to be really big. I think that's big. Anybody who's trying to step up and fill that void between like your cryptocurrency and on fiat ramp, so to say, it's going to be special. This is the second day that we heard about people doing this, where we're saying like, it's almost like who's going to be the next Cash App or Square or Apple Pay. So here we are with more bullish news. Even, how we was just talking, it didn't matter how the charts look, but, like the news has been super bullish. To jump into the next article I have, we're going to jump over to Cointelegraph. The headline reads, Binance joins fresh crypto hub by Dubai World Trade Center. So Dubai's been working on a World Trade Center, and Binance is actually going to be one amongst some of the first crypto exchanges to join the new crypto hub. And it's going to be in Dubai, obviously. So that's going to be super big. They said Binance believe that Dubai's new agenda will contribute to the growth of global economy. The goal is to assist in crypto exchanges, businesses that offer blockchain and distributed ledgers. So it almost looks like Dubai wants to kind of place themselves in a position to be one of the financial hubs or one of the crypto hubs. We know Singapore's been taking a lot of steps to be there. There's been some talks about things in Hong Kong and in Japan. And now you see Dubai kind of position themselves there. And CZ's behind it all, right? Like I always talk about how he takes his time, even when there's a lot of FUD and saying that Binance was getting kicked out of all the countries. He went back and stepped up and kind of took a centralized approach in a sense to meet regulations so Binance could be offered in a lot of different countries.
Yeah, and that's impressive. Like, and I seen they're trying to take a lot of influence from Asia markets is what one of the things said. So I'm not surprised by that because they're the ones definitely leading. Here's an article about some Bitcoins, and I'll kind of explain why I find this interesting too, though. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has confiscated 180 million in Bitcoin tied to the Sony Life embezzlement case. So Rhea Ishii, a former staffer, stole 155 million from one of the subsidiaries of the Japanese insurer while working remotely earlier this year, prompting concerns about the lack of oversight at the company. Sony Life was supposed to transfer significant sums of money from its Bermuda-based Citibank account to its Japanese accounts after acquiring other insurance companies. Ishii was able to embezzle some of these funds by falsifying transactions and directing them to Silvergate bank account in California. The stolen money was used to buy 3,879 Bitcoin on Coinbase. He then transferred to a hardware wallet in an attempt to conceal it. And then he tried to extort the company afterwards by saying it was impossible for the company to recover the stolen money, and it would go down with him if they were ever able to file criminal charges. The FBI were able to track down the funds and seize them December 1st. Now, the reason why I kind of say that's funny is they were able to get a hold of the funds and take it away from either way, but also in a way, I'm wondering how much of the funds will Sony get back? Will the FBI take a bit of a cut of it too? And then I'm sure they will. And I don't know. I just find that kind of funny.
He probably spent some along the way, right? Like I couldn't imagine him having them for this long, and not doing something about it. And it sounds like he was pretty confident about maybe he thought Bitcoin was more decentralized, and it is in a sense, but we always got to remember the blockchain is an open ledger, right? So like they were able to track him down using the blockchain, and it just shows the power of the blockchain. Yeah. Make sure you guys are being careful out there for sure.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're all good.
You got your next article anyway, so I'll be 1 second.
Right. Yeah, so the next article, we're going to jump over to CoinSpeaker. The headline reads, Bitcoin will replace US dollar, Jack Dorsey says. As we know, Jack Dorsey is the CEO of Twitter. And he was actually responding to a tweet from Cardi B, who's a female artist here in the States. And she was kind of like trying to get a little bit more information about, what was Bitcoin and what was the thing. And that was his response. And he went on to say, he said, I started to question whether or not cryptocurrency could actually become the reserve currency of the world. More and more people lose their confidence in the government currency. So as people start, what he's basically saying is this, people start losing a little bit faith and trust in the government. They're not going to want to back up the government's currency. Obviously, the dollar that we spend every day is a note from our government. And it's almost like a trust that we trust that the government would back our dollar, right? So if this trust gets broke, then obviously there's going to be some form of digital currency that steps up and really shows foot in a sense, and it could take that spot from the U.S. dollar or the whatever government dollar it is. So Jack Dorsey definitely thinks that Bitcoin will take over the dollar and actually become the next dollar in the digital age.
Well, he is super. Like he is a maxi for Bitcoin. You could even see he's totally against Web3. He's made that super clear as of late, but there's reasonings behind that too. But I get why he is, but that's where everything needs another look at it too as well. Like Web3, how they're doing it. It's still evolving and things are always changing, right? So my next article I'll read is this one. So Dormant Bitcoin wallet holding 321 Bitcoin activated after 8 years. A Bitcoin wallet containing millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin has come out of dormancy for one reason or another. The wallet has not transacted for years, despite having what is considered life-changing money. The wallet has not been used since 2013, barely a few years after the mysterious Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared. The wallet currently contains 15 million worth of Bitcoin, and it is unclear who owns the account or why it was reactivated. But here's another interesting thing about this is, where is it? It mentioned it down here. In recent months, several dormant Bitcoin wallets from 2011 to 2013 have been reactivated, each containing tens of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. On September 19th, the owner of a dormant Bitcoin wallet emptied their account and transferred all 616 Bitcoin to different accounts. Old sleeping wallets from the early days of Bitcoins are being reactivated with large amounts of cryptocurrency inside. Early investors who put a few $100s and kept their stake have evolved into Bitcoin whales, with values continuing to rise. So I find that interesting because it could signal a move too, right? Like people could be moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum now. They've been sitting on these wallets forever. You hope for slow transactions if they're smart. They've been in cryptocurrency as long as these guys have. I think they know the ways of moving Bitcoin as to not impact the price so much, and hopefully not drain it of its value or whatever as they clean out their Bitcoins. It might actually do the opposite. They might be trading them out and doing it smartly so that we see continued growth in Bitcoin, but also an evolution into Ethereum, which I think potentially could be coming soon.
Yeah, man, it's kind of interesting. A lot of these wallets have started to like pop up. And then a lot of people's wallets have been seized from back then by the FBI. Hopefully it's not the FBI like using these wallets to take their cut. But it's always interesting to hear, when you see these wallets come about, but it just shows you that diamond hand principle, right? Like either, these people had really learned to like, store value and not really need it, and then, go back and be able to tap into it, or, they're prepping for the next move or the next altcoin that could rally and give them that same potential growth over the next, 5 to 10 years, where that money's already secure. If they take it somewhere and it could potentially rally and make a higher high or double or triple, they could actually take that money out and use it right now as a reserve. So I think that was a really interesting news article right there. And it definitely shows like the whales are starting to wake up. I've been seeing a lot of whale movement online, and you've been seeing some big money plays. I seen like a $89 million movement from Binance today. So definitely some big whales out here stirring up the pot. We're definitely gonna be here. Stay with us. We'll give you guys we'll keep you guys up to date on everything. So going over to our favorite part of the segment, we're going to jump into what's going on in the total crypto market. Right now, we're sitting on 2.27, which is up a little bit over the last day. I would say probably about 0.5%. So it's good to still see like, the market kind of moving. It looks like it might start forming like a little bit of a cup and handle, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Right now for the Bitcoin dominance, we're at 40.66. So it's good to see that the Bitcoin dominance is still a little bit low, even when the market picks up. Today was like one of those days where, I was jumping on social media and everything was like bright. Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy-go-lucky. So I knew the markets would be a little bit green. We haven't even really made a move anywhere as far as up or down. We're just kind of staying in that consolidation, but people are still really bullish. Anybody's looking for the reason to be bullish. And the Ethereum dominance right now is actually at 20.98. So a little bit down on that. I don't know if it's, like when you start seeing these things where the Ethereum dominance starts falling, it's like, well, what other altcoin is gaining a lot of attention, right? So we'll just keep an eye on everything. I definitely love to see Ethereum kind of stay in that same new support that they have between 21 and 23%. Love to see Bitcoin in this lower 40% with the dominance factors. And guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in as always. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. Also follow BigONE on Twitter as well as Telegram. And until tomorrow.
Peace. See you guys
Peace.
later. Have a wonderful day.